After the death of a pope, the overall care of the affairs of the Church falls on the College of Cardinals, currently 250 men aged 45 to 99. But to those under 80 falls the task of voting for the successor to the chair of St. Peter and announcing it to the world. The choreographed processions of oaths, rituals, and ballots is executed by cardinals appointed previous to the Pope's passing, chosen by fellow cardinals, or drawn by lot. The first and most visible role is a Cardinal Camerlengo, the administrator of the Church's temporal affairs during a sede vacante. The current holder of the office is the Irish-American Cardinal Kevin Farrell. As the caretaker of the day-to-day operations necessary to continue running the Vatican during the interregnum, he verifies the Pope's death, seals his apartments, and organizes the funeral rite. While this role is significant in managing finances and executing logistical preparations for the conclave, it is not a role that plays a significant part once the doors of the Sistine Chapel are closed. The Camerlengo does not assume spiritual leadership, but works with other officials to ensure everything is in order for the election. Another significant pre-conclave role is that of the preacher to the conclave. That task falls to the Capuchin Cardinal Raniero Cantalamessa, the emeritus preacher of the papal household. He will deliver the pre-conclave meditation to help cardinals reflect spiritually on their responsibility and would typically be a non-voting figure at 91 years old. Cardinal Cantalamessa's role ends on Wednesday afternoon. Elected by the most senior cardinals of the college and confirmed by the Pope, the Dean of the College of Cardinals is first among equals. The current holder, Cardinal Giovanni Battista Re, presides over the pre-conclave meetings called the General Congregations, leads liturgical functions including the Mass for the election of the Roman Pontiff, now scheduled for Wednesday morning. Were he under the age of 80, he would ask the newly elected Pope if he accepts the role of Pontiff and what name he will take. But since Cardinal Re is 91, that task falls to the Vice Dean, who would execute that function as well as assume Cardinal Re's role in the conclave. That brings us to, up next in significance, the Vice Dean of the College. The Vice Dean is appointed as a fallback in case the Dean is unable to perform his duties. While Cardinal Leonardo Sandri is a current member elected to the role, he is 81. So now it will be Cardinal Pietro Parolin, the Vatican Secretary of State, who is responsible for presiding over the work of the conclave. He would otherwise play a quiet advisory role behind the scenes. If for some reason Cardinal Parolin is unable to perform this duty, the next in line by seniority among the cardinal bishops is Cardinal Fernando Filoni. The largest and most significant group is that of the cardinal electors, or the voters. All cardinals under the age of 80 are eligible to vote. They swear an oath of secrecy and are secluded until a pope is elected. As of now, 133 of the 135 eligible electors will play the primary role of discerning and electing the next pope. After Mass is celebrated, the body of electors processes into the Sistine Chapel, and the doors are ceremonially locked. Oaths are taken, and the voting begins. Voting is run by 3 sets of election officers. These specific voting-related roles are assigned by lot. Each voting session begins with the preparation and distribution of paper ballots by 2 masters of ceremony who are among a handful of non-cardinals allowed into the chapel at the start of the session. Then the names of 9 voting cardinals are chosen at random for each session, 3 to serve as scrutineers or voting judges, 3 to collect the votes of any sick cardinals who remained in their quarters, called infirmari, and 3 to serve as revisers, to double-check and verify the vote count for accuracy. 9 new cardinals will be chosen for each voting session. One of the few non-cardinal electors allowed in the room between the votes is the secretary to the College of Cardinals. The 60-year-old Brazilian Archbishop Ilson de Jesus Montanari was named secretary in 2014 and will continue in this role, providing administrative support to ensure a smooth process. The liturgical master of ceremonies, or master of pontifical liturgical celebrations, is named by the Pope. Currently, Archbishop Diego Ravelli, he was assigned this role in 2021. Key in the final moments of the conclave, he will draw up a document certifying the consent of the man elected and the name he has chosen, with the witness of 2 assistant masters of ceremony who are summoned for this moment. Two other roles are significant in then bringing the news to the faithful. The junior cardinal deacon, currently Cardinal George Kuvakad, selected by virtue of his status as the most junior cardinal from the ranks of cardinal deacons, will be the one tasked with closing and opening the chapel doors. And then, the protodeacon, the role held by Cardinal Dominique Mamberti, the senior cardinal deacon of the college. He has the task of announcing the name of the new pope, who then gives his blessing to the people, the city, the church, and the world. For EWTN News, in the Vatican, I'm Matthew Bunson.